Hello, friends. There's been a pretty big advancement in preservation of Muso games yesterday. I don't know if you guys are in my Discord or my Twitter, but basically, I've had a $100 bounty for 60 FPS patches for Battride War Genesis, Tales of Innocence R, and Tales of Hearts R. Now, the other two games, the Tales games, there's going to have to be some advancements on the emulator's part before we can get 60 FPS for those, but this only took about an hour to make. So, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. The first is that you will need Cheat Engine 7.5. So, I personally pay for Cheat Engine because you know how Windows Defender freaks out when you try to install Cheat Engine, and it also has like all those installers and crap it tries to get you to put on there. I guess that's how they make money. And that stuff basically gives your computer an STD. So you can either pay for Patreon, which I think is only like $2 or $3 a month, or you can use the free one and just disconnect your internet before you load the executable, because the installer for Cheat Engine, a lot of people don't know this, the installer for Cheat Engine does not actually contain all those weird, shady installers and stuff. All of those things are downloaded from the internet. The exe is just a program. So if you disconnect your internet, what happens is it can't even offer you those things because there's no internet to download them with. That's pretty much how they make money, and I guess they just bank on people not clicking on those things, or not reading and clicking on those things, because that's how they make money. So those are your ways to get around Cheat Engine. I know a lot of new PC gamers are a little scared of Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine's a legitimate program, but you do have to either pay for it or disconnect your internet, and then your computer won't get any STDs, so everybody will be happy. There's your little computer sex ed there. In any case, you're going to load this the same way as you would load anything else. So hook Cheat Engine to the RPCS3 process. Either one will work. And then you're going to load a specific table. Now, what's interesting about this is the person who made this, Nylan, he's made a lot of mods for other games. He made the mod himself, and it did not work on mine. And we thought that maybe I'm like over 2 months behind on RPCS3 because I play Sengoku Basara 4, and that's a game that just kind of started actually functioning properly randomly a few months ago. So upgrading makes me pretty paranoid because there's always a chance that it could break again, and then I would have to go back and find the exact version that I was on. So I wasn't really wanting to upgrade. We thought that maybe that would have been the issue. It turns out that this code only works on AMD or Intel processors specifically. So what that means is I have enclosed a Google Drive zip file with both of the cheat tables. So the one that just says Battride War Genesis 60 FPS, that one is for Intel processors because that's what I think most people use these days. And then there's one for AMD as well. So load the one pertaining to the processor you have, and then just click on 60 FPS. It'll take a little while to load. Don't panic. It's got to think. Your cheat engine might say not responding as well. But then as you can see here, it says 60 FPS. So let's go do some quick gameplay here. I have played for about 3 hours, so I haven't noticed any bugs. I did play through, what's it called, Memory of Heroes. I bought the Switch version of that, and I dumped it to uncap the frame rate, and I had basically two problems. There was like one jump that I couldn't make at 60 FPS or above, and then one of the bosses had really messed up hitboxes on his attacks. They would go like all the way behind him and to the side and stuff, but other than that, the game was completely playable. So you may encounter issues later on. This game actually takes quite a while to unlock everything in. It's got a surprising amount of content, so I can't guarantee that there won't be bugs later on, but I can definitely tell you that in the first 3 hours there have been no issues at all. I haven't noticed like damage being different. I haven't noticed things like inaccuracies with jumping or staggering enemies or air combos or anything, juggles or anything like that. Sometimes in patches like this, gravity will get messed up or something, so characters won't work properly. I have not had that problem at all, so we're just going to go ahead and play through a quick level here. Alright, so who do we want to play as? We'll just go with Kabuto. He's a fan favorite. We'll go with drive. Okay, so I should also mention, if you want to use the premium TV sound edition of the game and you want to create content, the best way to do it is to go into the playlist. You go into the shop here. You see here, I have all these here. You want to just put the original ones in here because the original ones are royalty free. That's pretty much all I can say. You can buy them from the shop. Now, if you're not content creating, then none of that's going to matter, but I just thought I would throw that out there. The code was made for the Premium TV Sound Edition, so I cannot guarantee that it will work on the normal version of the game, which is the version I actually have. I do have a legal copy of this game, have it on PS4. Trying to cover all the bases here, because I didn't make the mod, I helped make it, but I didn't make it myself, and if anybody has any questions, I would have to go through him, and he's got other stuff to do, obviously. This is one of those games where, you know, the combat's not as deep as Basara, but there are some really fun characters in this game, and cool things that you can do, and the frame rate definitely was a limiter for sure. Ran pretty poorly. I really wish they had made more of these games, because this was, in my opinion, this was like the first really good one. The other ones were decent Musou games, but the technical problems really held them back. The second game had terrible frame rate and also really long load times, so got a little frustrating to play at times. Sometimes that freeze will happen. I think that's because of it loading like new voice lines or something, but it's never prevented me from playing the game. It doesn't like soft lock or anything. Oops. Push the wrong button.
Liger kick.
Now, I will say one thing, since this map has taken a little longer than I expected. It's been like 7 years since I played this game, so you have to bear with me a little bit. This is not a PNATCH file, so I imagine that the Steam Deck can probably run this at 60 FPS. But there's no PNATCH file for this yet, so obviously you can't use Cheat Engine on Steam Deck, so unfortunately this is PC only for now, but I'm gonna look around and see if I can commission somebody to make a PNATCH file, and then in the event that I can, what I will do is distribute that file and do a video for it as well. Steam Deck actually got a pretty major graphics driver update on the beta channel for 7 or 3.5, and that's actually made some games run better, including some Muso games. So hopefully we can get that going soon, but this was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
おばあちゃんが言っていた料理は手際戦闘は同じ
Should be the actual boss.
今の俺は機嫌が悪い俺は王として我が家を守る義務がある世界を敵に回したライダーキック戦わないといけない人間
All sectors combine.
Bakana. やるじゃないか
すごいまだまだやらなくちゃ
仕方ない教えてあげるか
Oh man, this is one of those ones where you don't just fight stuff and win, you gotta go do other stuff. Might have to end the video here actually, because I don't remember what to do. I hate when you're trying to play something like this and they give you something that's not just run around and kill stuff. It makes the video too long. I vaguely remember this being one of the only gimmick levels in this game. Like, yeah, I'm not really wanting this right now. I kind of just want to show that the game works to completion, and that's it. I don't want to do anything else but beat a boss. At least we can get this shocker grunt over here. Game's just trolling me right now. Alright, so I have to remember how to get over there somehow. Let's take the bike. More bike action than an actual Kamen Rider show. Bike action in Kamen Rider is pretty much the first 2 episodes now. Because they have like bike laws or something that prevent them from using custom-made bikes, I guess, out in public or something like that. I'm actually getting really annoyed right now. I wanted to just end this video, but it's got some dumb gimmick, and I can't remember what I'm supposed to do for the life of me. I think I might have to go around. It's alright. We'll show the experience with authentic awkwardness. How about that? Yeah, I don't know why this game does this. It should just be kill the boss and that's it. Actually, I actually distinctly remember getting stuck on this. I don't remember where to go. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and end the video there. The game works fine. I have not encountered any issues whatsoever besides those weird freezes, which don't seem to be related to shader compilation stutter, because I do have a pretty good processor now, so I don't know what causes that, but it doesn't prevent the game from being played. So I think it's one of those things. It's a minor inconvenience. It's not something that's going to you know, make you soft lock or lose progress or anything like that. So I think it's relatively tolerable. We'll put it that way. Okay, I remember where to go now. Alright, we'll finish this video. We'll finish it out. Weird, random jumping puzzle. This vast expanse of nothing, this beautiful level, you actually gotta do some platforming here. And if you miss the jump, you gotta go all the way back. Where is it again? Alright, there we go. Watch out for those. There we go. Crack the Da Vinci Code. it's like one of the only times you really have to do that in this game. Very strange. Dark Kiva doesn't want to fight. Actually, this is just regular Kiva now.
Lock over.
Rider kick.
Lock over.
I remember getting stuck on this level, not figuring out that I had to jump somewhere. Got stuck here for like 10-20 minutes. Game journal status. Anyway, you see it runs fine. It's a beautiful 60 FPS. Just remember to follow my instructions at the beginning of the video. I don't know anybody that can make a PNATCH file for this, and it seems like there would have to be two depending on which processor you're on. If any of you are able to make PNATCH files for RPCS3, go ahead and contact me in the comments, and maybe we can arrange something. And I think that would be easier for everybody, because I don't see why the Steam Deck couldn't run this game at 60 FPS. The PS4 version of this game is very, very half-assed. I mean, they pretty much just... They upscaled it, they didn't even uncap the frame rate, and then to make things worse, you could barely use the, like, the recording features. Because I bought this game on PS4, and I covered it when it came out, and basically you could only use it in the survival mode, so... This is one of those games where if you did not have a PS3 back when it launched, you really weren't missing anything at all, because all they did was upscale the game, and then they have the audacity to block the built-in recording as well, so it's pretty much just having it in 1080p and being able to take screenshots was like the only advantage. But now, you can get the game on PS3 and, you know, run it through an emulator, and you can have a rock-solid 60 FPS. You did experience pretty much the only issue that I've had gameplay-wise, which is sometimes the game will stutter. It seems to be related to voice lines. It could be something else, but it's been consistently happening when it needs to load new voice lines. So maybe that won't happen on subsequent playthroughs. But yeah, the game is a lot better to play at 60 FPS. I'm sorry I don't really have good builds or anything yet, because it's the beginning of the game. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go ahead and check for the link in the description. And again, the one that doesn't have anything at the end, the one that just says 60 FPS, that one is for Intel processors. The other one is for AMD. If you try to load the opposite one, the cheat engine will either just crash or it won't work at all. So make sure to keep that in mind. And I'll probably play through this again casually. If I can get it working on the Steam Deck, then I will do a video for that as well. See ya.